Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentleman, 10% off at checkout on your fantastic beard products. Or you could shop via the TCG Player affiliate link in the description down below to help support the show. And last but of course not least, you can go to Grey Viking Games with the affiliate link below to pillage some sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. And I legitimately do not know why my mic is still spiking. I'm hoping that around here, around there-ish, should be fine. Look, I already modified my microphone, and I do not understand why it has gone back to being trash. But we're gonna make it through this video because unfortunately I do not have time to deal with my mic settings because I have finals to do. Finals to finish, I should say. I have started. I'm dying. Anyway, it is Wednesday, my dudes, which means it is Bolas Day. As I said, I'm going to split up Bolas into a couple of different decks, try them out, see which ones I like the best, and work with the ones that I like the best to make them a little bit better. So this one is the Instant Speed Bolas deck. Now you might look at this and say, how instant speed is it? It's all the things that I can't cast at instant speed right over there. Everything else is an instant. And the basic idea here is when we can, we weave these non-instants in, but otherwise we're able to hold open mana, do some fun, cool things, getting rid of our opponent's stuff. And then we have this cool Magma Opus trick. A lot of the Jeskai decks are playing this now with Torrential Gearhulk and Magma Opus. And the idea essentially is early on, you discard Magma Opus for 2 mana to create a treasure token. Essentially, you do this, you're holding up a Saw It Coming or Prismari Command or something like that. You don't have any reason to use it, so you just discard this, and then you'll be able to be closer to casting Torrential Gearhulk, targeting this and getting a lot of sweet value there. We have a pretty typical sideboard. I still am not entirely sure about the Dampening Sphere, but, you know, whatever. It also took me 1,000 years to get it organized because this system is just bad for making sure the deck, like, the sideboard looks good. It's a confusing mess. Like, it's bad. Like, if it's a best of 3 deck, just don't have the 7 option. I don't care. Yeah, screw it. Like, I'll play first. Going against Eugene. This hand is not terrible. It's not great. I think I'll likely be cycling Fetid Pools here. So I think I'll keep this, play this tapped, play this on turn 2, this on turn 3. And we have a good start on our journey to instant speed shenanigans. Now, I should have changed this to the Prismari one. I think that definitely would have helped me. Opponent mulliganed. Very helpful. Not rocking all that many discard spells in the main deck, just because I did want to try and focus as much as I could on the instant speed portion of the deck, and I can make modifications later on. You always bolt the bird, and I think for this situation that will include Doomblade. Yeah, so I'm glad that I kept the Fetid Pools in hand, because we drew another land. Alright, so this is going to get Prismari Command. Did. Let's do this. I don't think it matters all that much. And I can actually, like, this is actually a time where I can use the target player draws 2 cards and then discards 2 cards. I actually have to kill this now. Otherwise, they'll be able to get this out of command range. So I'm going to go ahead and deal 2 damage to any targets, and then draw 2, discard 2, kill this. Draw 2 decent cards, get rid of a land. Yeah, we'll still do it like this. I was considering dropping the Fetid Pools here, but I think it should be fine, because we can play it if need be. Scoos here, a little annoying, but not too bad. This could be a +1/+1 counters deck. I don't see a reason to kill this now. There's also no reason to foretell here. So I think I am just going to do this and pass. And probably Behold next turn. Okay, so currently we have a Doomblade and a Command in our graveyard for a huge what's it? Interesting. Is this Hate Bears? Green-white Hate Bears? Not Death and Taxes. Green-white Hate Bears. Very different decks. I guess that's a decent reason to foretell this. I didn't consider that. Alright, bye, Torrential Gearhulk. I never knew ye. Eight mana Gearhulk. Not the greatest, but still not terrible. Attack with the Scoos. They didn't even decide to pump it for some reason. Here... Yeah, here I'm gonna play this tapped and hold up both Doomblade and Fetid Pools, or just Baleful Mastery if they play a Planeswalker I want to get rid of. Archon of Emeria. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, so... Actually, I need to draw first. I need to see like what I'm getting here. A Nikki B. Maybe is actually not all that great for me in this specific scenario. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this though. They still didn't pump the Scoos. I just don't understand that. 2, 3, 4, 6. I will take the 2 here. Never mind. Never mind. Wait, so I've gotten people to shock themselves with these, but it literally tells you it's gonna come in tapped. I don't understand people. I'm gonna let them have this for their turn. 2, 4, 6. 2 away from this. I assume this deck is Collected Company. I don't have a creature in there, do I? No, I didn't think so. They've missed like 2, technically 3 damage, I think, for this. Hatchbreeder, that's fine. I'm just gonna do this on the Archon. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, because if I get another land, it does have to be a black mana, but if I get another black land, then I can play Bolas and Doomblade. Although I guess I could separate those out anyway. I don't know. It's difficult. It's very hard for me to decide. My main fear here is that they just have a Collected Company. That's Sorcerer's Beat, isn't it? Oh, okay, I see. Wow, they're finally using their Scoos on the offensive. Well, there's no Coco. That's unfortunate, though. Damn it. Pocket of Emeria, unfortunately, does not let me do these things because it says you cast it. Can't cast 2 things. So I can play Nikki B here. Dies either way. I could So I could play Nikki B in plus. Then just Skoos kills him. Or I can play Nikki B and kill the Skoos. This kills my Nikki B. No, but then I don't. No. I'm gonna play Nikki B. I think I'm gonna plus. I have a decent chance of getting a black source. Sure. Damn it. Okay.
You have no weakness.
So my opponent might just put me to 5 here. I don't think they should, but they might. Okay. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6. 7. Aronis. Well. I can Doomblade Thoughtseize, but that seems pretty bad. I can Crux of Fate. I just have to deal with whatever this is. Sure, I think I'm just gonna Crux of Fate here. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. I have 6 mana. For some reason I was thinking that I couldn't do this. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. Ronis gets to stick around, but I'm not too worried about it. Goodbye. Well, Thoughtseize, which is very dangerous. Alright, go away. Okay, so next turn we can start getting some stuff going. I was about to say, why would you ever put that on Ronis? Okay. Manner's tapped. Let's see here. This does exile, which is nice. Target creature gets +2. Sure, we're just gonna pass here. They do not know about any of my cards. That's fine. We're gonna activate Ronis. That's totally fine. I'm gonna cast this. We're going to cast this. Target you. Au revoir. Going to block this. And we're in the driver's seat. AKA we won the match. Or the game. We won the game. We still have to win the match. Okay. So this deck is heavy creature focused. I very much assume that they are playing Collected Company. I do want the Languishes. I gotta assume that they're playing Collected Company. The question is, like, is this good? Like, if I just cast this card, is it going to be good enough? Like, I recognize that Collected Company can be a huge pain in my ass. I don't think we want Narsets. That's pretty easy. I mean, Magma Opus, like, all that stuff's still fine. We are going to be going second. So it's possible I might prefer the Thought Erasures to the Thoughtseizes. Alternatively, I could bring in Cling to Dust to hurt his Skoos a bit. Is Nikki B still worth it in this matchup? I'm thinking maybe not. I think Ravager is. I think Father Bolas isn't. So I think I will take Cling to Dust. Yeah, it can give me some needed life gain as well. Okay. See how this goes. So far, instant speed seems pretty decent. Doomblade, Magma Opus, Languish, Bedevil. Loving this hand. This hand is chef's kiss. We will still need to draw a couple more lands. 3 more lands, to be exact. Going to keep this. Very helpful that they do not have a a Llanowar Elf on turn 1. Thalia. Aren't you annoying? Yeah, the Thalia is very annoying. But that's fine. We're gonna pass turn and discard Magma Opus. So gonna discard Magma Opus. I assume they're gonna take my Languish. Languish does seem to be the best take here. Next turn I can... They took the Doomblade. Okay. That's a bit of a surprise, to be honest. I think I just play Watery Grave tapped. Like, I don't want to use this when I could wait. What, 1 turn? Yeah, 1 turn for me to have the ability to cast this Languish. I mean, for what it's worth, like, it's very possible that they're going to play another Elite Spellbinder. Wow! Alright, so it is Death in Texas. Okay. So I have to kill her. I'm gonna go down to 8 here. I have to hope they don't have another one as well. Because if they have another one, I'm probably boned. Ow. They also could just have Collected Company. Rest in peace, I do not care about my graveyard. Like, I'm saying that, like, knowing that I'm a Torrential Gearhulk deck, but, like, I only have 3 Torrential Gearhulks. Like, I don't care all that much. He says, drawing Gearhulk. Cast this. Languish. Then honestly, the Gearhulk can just be like, I have a surprise blocker. Vamiria, it's fine. I can Doomblade that. I have this coming tapped. So they are slowly running out of cards. Seems like they didn't have anything they could have done at instant speed, so that means they likely don't have Collected Company. That's incredibly unfortunate. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can cast it regardless. The main issue here, obviously, is that they have a large flyer that I cannot currently deal with. So they should not attack with Scoos here. And yet they did. We'll use a Prismari Command. Sublime Epiphany will also be fine. That ain't it, Chief. So I'm dead in 2 turns. No, I'm dead next turn. Let's see if my opponent realizes it. I probably shouldn't have highlighted # Oasis. Okay, well, they didn't realize it, so that's good. Okay. I am dead. I don't have enough mana to do anything. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. If I had played one of my lands tapped last turn, I would have been able to play another land this turn, played Nikki B. Although I still would have died. Because I would have been able to block this, die to this. So. Okay. Okay. Creatures be an issue. Should I bring in the Shark Typhoon? They've decided they do want to bring in, Rest in Peace. Sublime Epiphany worth it? It might not be. I feel like it's not as great. You do get to go first here, so it's possible I want to bring back in the Thoughtseizes. I think this is fine. Okay. This hand can be very slow. Next turn I can foretell Saw It coming. Elf. That's unfortunate. I'm still going to foretell this. Is that right? I could play 3-drop next turn, which could really fuck us up. The issue is if they play Thalia next turn, that messes me up as well. Although I guess if they play Thalia, I can just foretell this then. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just bolt the bird, blade the bird. Okay, rest in peace. I'm fine with that. Going to play this tapped. Going to foretell this. I could have just cast... I guess I could have just held this up to cast it, but luckily my opponent didn't have anything. Here, we're just going to once again play land taps and hold up our counterspell. Interesting. Well, they did have Collector Company. Spellbinder takes Crux, probably? Yeah. I don't know if it matters all that much. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't care. So I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna foretell Saw It coming here. Just gonna pass. I feel like that card is more trouble than it's worth. This costs 7, 2, 4, 6. Alright, I'll take the 3 here. They know about my Crux. They should... yeah. I think they should have used the Elite Spellbinder. Put it on the Elite Spellbinder to get a 1 more point of damage. Cling is Garbo, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I gotta pay 2 life. It's fine. Non-dragons. So Cling to Dust is trapped in my hands. Honestly, I didn't expect them to keep the Rest in Peace in game 2. So if they get trash from this, that is the opposite of trash. So that's 2 of their companies gone, so that's good. That's worrying. Ah, it's another collected company. I think I'm fine taking this. Interesting. Wait, I can cast this? No, I can't. That's 11 mana. 3, 6. Kiss my ass game. 1, 2, 3, 4. This costs 2 fucking more, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill that. This costs 3 more. Just go down to 5 mana, which I can't actually do. I can allow them to draw a card. I might have to do that. So typically, I mean, this costs 3 more. So it's usually going to be, what, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So I'd love to be able to cast this. I think first things first, I'm going to kill Redain here. Okay, so that makes me think that they have, like, Heroic Intervention, maybe? I'll take the 2. Costs 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. Archon. Archon's fine. Upsetting. I'm gonna exile Ronus now, so that they can activate it. This Cling to Dust could have been doing so much work for me. Alright, decent amount of work. I would have been able to gain... I'd be at 4 more life. But my opponent is a large and rude. They are incredibly rude. Lenor Alpha, I don't care. Prismari Command. Not terrible. Okay. Oh, right. I totally forgot I get to divide the damage, dude. 2, tap 2 target permanents. Distribute damage. Cool. Okay, that is helpful. I guess I probably should have kept that land so I could Prismari Command it away. Okay. I need to kill my opponents. I need to kill them relatively quickly. Two, 3, plenty of mana. Can just kill this and cycle these 2. I think that's what I'm gonna do. 2 damage. Kill you. Me draw cards. Sure, whatever. I got plenty of blue-red. Okay. I have to attack here. I need to have a clock in my opponent. Do I want to play this card now? How many... I have 2 commands left in the deck. I have 2, 6, 10 mana. I can't see myself needing more than that. Four. I play this now. Be up to 9. So that doesn't technically change my clock. I think I would rather just cast this. fine. Also fine. Thank you for letting me know your hand. Okay. Okay, I need to dodge 2 collected companies. That is also kind of bad, but I'm going to be attacking them for 9. I'm gonna draw first. Crux is not exactly great. I can't block this anyway. Do they have Oasis? They do not have Oasis in hand. I'm going to end the turn. I need to fade Oasis. Ooh! That was hard. I like it. I guess seeing the rest in peace, I maybe should have just taken the, Cling to Dust out. Don't you love it when you just clear all of your missions? You get a lot of dang XP. Alright, so let's open a couple packs. And then we'll talk about the deck. In the appropriately named Deck Talk section. Okay, so we got a rare or mythic Mystical Archive since our rare is pushed here. We got a rare Electrolyze. I feel like I already had a playset of those. Okay, so the deck. 2 main deck Thoughtseize. I think this is still reasonable. I think people are playing a lot of... well, honestly, it's possible. It's possible that this should be a Inquisition of Kozilek instead of a Thoughtseize. Since I have relatively few ways of gaining life back in this deck. In fact, I'm not sure I have any ways of gaining life back in this deck. Other than Cling to Dust on the sideboard. Yeah, it's very possible this should be Inquisition. And the reason for that is a lot of decks right now are playing a decent number of low CMC cards. Even the control decks are playing a decent amount of low CMC cards. So it's possible Inquisition might be better here. Time will tell. I do like the two early game discard effects, but it's possible this could be something else, something with a little bit more versatility. Not entirely sure what that would be, but it could be theoretically something else. Doomblade, I loved it. We only win against a green-white deck. Obviously, against a black deck, it's Garbo. Some people still suggest that Heartless Act is generally going to be better. We'll see about it. I'm still considering it, but I like the Doomblade. Narset, we didn't actually get to see her in action, but the fact that she combos really nice with Prismari Command is pretty dope. Saw it coming. It's I think the most reasonable counterspell for us right now. The main reason for that is in best of 3, you're less likely to find Storm, which means that Whirlwind Denial is not as good here. The fact that you can foretell this, allowing you to foretell this on 2 and then, or on like 3 or something and play like a Shockland, and then on turn 4, being able to have a counterspell and hold up Doomblade, for example, is quite nice. Prismari Command, it does what I wanted to do. It was actually one of the worries I had with Prismari Command after the first Strixhaven Bolas video is that I don't get enough value out of the other 2 effects. Like, obviously, 2 damage to any target, target player creates a treasure, like, those are essentially ubiquitous. Like, you can always fall back on those. I was worried that the target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards, wouldn't be as good. But, I mean, it got us out of a kind of crap situation where we had too many lands and a card that was dead. And I think the fact that we can allow ourselves to get in positions like that, where we bring in a sideboard card, it's not applicable right now, and it probably won't be, and just yeet that in a land can be very helpful. Bedevil. It destroys things that we want to destroy. It's possible that that I might take this out, have a 2-2 split of Heartless Act and Doomblade, and then have an additional Baleful Mastery, because Baleful Mastery, it did what I wanted to do, right? It allows us to just exile a thing. We had the option of allowing our opponent to draw a card, and obviously with Narset out, they wouldn't as long as we do it on their turn. But yeah, it just did what I wanted to do. Same with Behold the Multiverse. I wonder if I should maybe just get rid of the Thoughtseizes to bolster our Behold the Multiverse as well. But then I'd probably want, and so I could do like a 2-3 split of a Doomblade and Heartless, or I can play a different 2-drop. I don't like the idea of just playing a single Thoughtseize. I feel like it doesn't make a ton of sense. Nicol, we didn't get to see him, technically. Can't cut down. Crux of Fate, yeah, it's fine. Like, the thing is, if we see a dragon deck, it's probably the dragons that I care most about. Right? They might have the little dragon cost reducer, but if we're playing against dragons, we only have to deal with dragons. Otherwise, we just get to kill things. There are some examples that disprove this rule, like a Gruul Monsters deck, but haven't seen that anywhere. Gearhulk and Magma Opus is great. Absolutely great. Can turn it into treasure, or you can actually, like, help you. Gearhulk, still great. We had Rest in Peace, which is not great. Sublime Epiphany was really good the last Bolas instant speed deck I did, which essentially was just this deck, but instead of Magma Opus, we had more Sublime Epiphanies. I'm just wondering if that's what I want here. Right, I think I might still be fine with a 3/3. There's also the... let's see, gotta do this, gotta do cycling. Excuse me, what? It's not cycling, you dumb motherfucker. Discard. Ooh, wow, look at me, I'm so smart. I am considering using this as well. It does cost one less, but I'm just not sure it's worth doing. This one is definitely not worth doing. Interesting, common, uncommon, mythic. The mythic one's the only one that's reasonable. Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked the mana base generally. Didn't like the amount of shock lands, but I think them's just the breaks. Sideboard needs work. Languish, I think, is fine. This version is definitely much more blue-oriented, pretty obviously. So we can't really get away with Anger of the Gods. I could maybe justify putting in a single Cry of the Canarium. Thought Erasures, they make sense to me. Helps against Control. Weathered Runestone, they're supposed to... This card, like, Grafdigger's Cage was just so strong, and I'm still seeing a lot of the decks from the previous, like, historic meta with new tools, but I'm seeing other things as well. So I'm still not sure if these are worth the slot. Cling to Dust, I like the idea of, but if we have Runestone, maybe I don't need them. Deafening Sphere, I can probably just get rid of. I had this as 2 of initially, but I'm not seeing any Storm, so I can just get rid of this. 3 Disallows help against other control decks. Shark Typhoon helps against control decks, but also allows us to, in kind of more mid-rangey fights, allows us to get a lot of value. And then Thought Distortion helps us against control. That's the deck. I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. I realize I didn't even get her. Alright, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next Bolas, I will probably do the Sorcery Bolas, and then after that, I will likely do the Walker Bolas. The Sorcery Bolas is going to be a lot more red-oriented. The game doesn't want to load 100 and something cards. Yeah, so this right now is from the baseline still, so I have to cut out essentially all the instants. Not all the instants, but essentially all of them. But it's much more likely to be more red-aligned, doing some more killing, essentially. Then the Planeswalker version is the Planeswalker version. I have no idea if it's even worth doing. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. I do have a P.O. box for to send me nonsense to my address there. I will open it on camera unless you don't want me to. And if I find what you've sent me cool or funny enough, I will absolutely stick it in my background and you can see nonsense behind me. Yeah, I would also like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwin and Balatera, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links down in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, until next time, all be one. Also, I got into Warhammer.